Hello, my name is Derek Daniel, and I wanted to talk with you today about setting goals. There are 7 steps that need to be followed in order to obtain the optimum results from goal setting. Those 7 steps are: specify the general objective and tasks to be done, specify how performance will be measured, specify the standard or target to be reached, specify the time span involved, prioritize your goals, rate goals according to their difficulty and importance, and lastly, determine coordination requirements. When specifying the general objective and tasks to be done within the first step of setting goals, goal setting begins when you define what you want your employees to accomplish. The best source for this information is each employee's job description, if one is available. It details information such as what tasks an employee is expected to perform, how these tasks are to be done, what outcomes the employee is responsible for achieving. Now, after an employee's tasks are defined, you can determine how the outcomes from these tasks are to be measured. And typically, work outcomes are measured in physical units. For example, quantity of production, number of errors, time, meeting deadlines, coming to work each day, profits, sales, things of that nature. But for example, upper level management jobs are complex and often defy clear measurements. Similarly, when employees are part of a work team, it is often difficult to single out their individual contributions. In such cases, the available outcomes measures can be combined with inputs, things like behaviors, that are controllable by the employee and that are assumed to lead to successful outcomes. The next step requires identifying the level of performance expected. In step 2, you might determine that one of the criteria by which a salesperson will be judged in customer returns. In this step, you need to specify a target. For example, monthly returns will not represent more than 1% of that month's sales. If properly selected, the target will meet the requirements of being specific and challenging for the employee. After the targets are set, deadlines for each goal need to be put in place. Typically, the time span increases at upper levels of management. The goals of operative employees tend to be in the range of 1 day to several months. Middle managers' goals are more likely to fall into the 3 months to a year range, and top level managers' goals often extend to 2, 3, or 5 years. Now it's time to prioritize your goals. When someone is given more than one goal, it is important to rank the goals in order of importance. The purpose of this step is to encourage the employee to take action and expand effort on each goal in proportion to its importance. In step 6, you want to rate goals according to their difficulty and importance. So, goal setting should not encourage people to choose easy goals in order to ensure success. This is an extreme illustration from the book, but no employee should be able to say, "My goal was to do nothing, and I'm pleased to say that I achieved it." Goal setting needs to take into account the difficulty of the goals selected and whether individuals are emphasizing the right goals. And in this step, each goal should be rated for its difficulty and importance. When these ratings are combined with the actual level of goal achievement, you will have a more comprehensive assessment of overall goal performance. This procedure gives credit to individuals for trying difficult goals, even if they do not fully achieve them. An employee who sets easy goals and exceeds them might get a lower overall evaluation than the one who sets hard goals and only partially attains them. And similarly, an employee who reaches only low priority goals and neglects those with high priorities could be evaluated lower than the one who tries for important goals and only partially achieves them. Last but not least, we need to determine coordination requirements. This is the achievement of any person's goals dependent on the cooperation and contribution of other people. If so, a potential for conflict exists. It is important in such cases to ensure that these goals are coordinated. Failure to coordinate interdependent goals can lead to territorial fights, abdication of responsibility, and overlapping of effort. We have just covered the 7 steps on how to set goals, and I'll finish with this quote: "A goal without a plan is just a wish." If you don't know where you're going, anywhere will do. So it's always imperative that you have a goal, but within that goal, you need to have a roadmap that's going to get you there. So when setting goals, I encourage you to follow these 7 steps and setting your goals so that you can accomplish any goal that you put your mind to. Thank you.